Hey, Bjorn Strongndarm, I'm here with What Remains of Edith Finch, a game I've been wanting to play for a while, and I know that I have missed the boat on this one, and I guess that's kind of ironic, isn't it, to be on a boat right here, right now, it looks like. But now I finally am able to play it, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've managed to try to avoid all the spoilers I possibly could. Am I getting a menu here or something? No, we're alive. We're running. So I'm here on a boat. Edith Finch. All right.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
So I've already hopped it, I guess, to get in. She's not wrong. Yeah. No, it doesn't really make any sense. All right.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Walking seems to be really slow. Give me a second to see if I can figure out exactly what I want to be, how I want to be dealing with that. Hold on a second. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything I can do about the speed. So, but looks like I can click on this as a little bit of a the. Come on. I got to get close enough. All right.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Maybe a bit late for that. All right.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Okay. No trespassing. Is property protected by video surveillance. Trespassers will be persecuted. All right.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Well, the Finches. I can go up or down. Let's look up first. Does this go anywhere? Oh, just like a piece of light on the ground there.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Okay, so riders have been around. A deer. Can I sneak up? Nope, I can't sneak up on him. He's too fast for me.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
All right, so what are these questions and how did they arise? That must be the house itself. Let's see what's around here. An old beat-up farm truck. Something covered up. I don't think I can get in there. Missing. Milton Finch, does it say? I wonder if that's her brother that she was saying had a funeral for.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Yeah. That's a crazy house. Another missing...
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
I don't think you have to. I think I'm feeling it too. So are we Edith then? I mean, This is the Finch family. Is Edith us? Anyway, I'm gonna assume. Well, I'm just gonna call us Ms. Finch, and I'm with you, Ms. Finch. That is a bit. It makes me uncomfortable too. I mean, not just the fact that it looks like it's gonna fall down on me any minute now, or the fact that it is just strewn with these missing. These flyers for my missing brother, I presume.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Again, I'm with you, ma'am.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
All right, we can reach through here.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay. I don't know if that's creepy or if you just have kind of strange... If it's your own kind of strange delusions here, but I guess we gotta get inside somehow. So what are we looking at there? There's cans of paint? Not sure. All right, around the side. It's a lot of house. But they recycle. I like that. Get in here. Yeah, I sure can. Can I climb
Crawling through
in?
the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
You must still be a pretty thin 17-year-old if you can still get through that thing.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Makes sense. King bleach, lots of cleaners. Gary's potting mix. Boy, you just left lots of stuff around. Something, a can of some soda maybe? Shouldn't be in the freezer though, those things blow up. Alright, also the door here is ajar.
For the first time in years,
January 2010, that must be when we left.
I felt like I was home.
In the home that you're afraid of? That's kind of a messed up thing, you know?
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Looks like, yeah, we are Edith. It looks like. This Edith is the little one. Edie, the grandma. Dawn is like the mom. And Lewis. But hold it, the name on the... It wasn't Lewis on the missing signs, was it? It was some other name. In loving memory, Lewis Finch. Yep, died November 2010. Brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. Also, there's creepy sounds. Creepy sounds coming out here. Got some Chinese, the Imperial Palace.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Makes sense. Let's see. I guess that... Oh, okay. A lot of canned tuna.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Sorry, canned salmon, not canned tuna. Get it straight, Bjorn. So, like, they just up and left. They didn't pack anything. This is a little crazy. It is. I'm a little... I get why it's a little creepy. And this
The table
looks...
was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yeah, that's how it looks. What, did you just ran out in the middle of your meal? It's in the garage. So here's Grandma's chair. But she's run away. She suddenly have her legs back. What happened?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Okay, that really doesn't explain why it is that how it is she got out of her chair, but okay. So Grandma Edie lived with us. I haven't seen pictures of Dad yet.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah, I guess I get that. There's a lot of house. I mean, but if you just ran off, then this is like what it looked like when you left. But those boxes, like you're packing up, and books are like piled all over the place. No human would stack books this way. No, like you're getting ready to move, and then you just decided
Even the
to run.
fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
After it sank? Is that the original house up there? It's cool. The words go up to fireplace. Huh. All right, let's keep wandering. Okay. Let's try this first. Barbara. So who is Barbara? There we go.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
But who is Barbara? I mean, here's a picture. Barbara Finch. I can't really read anything else. So is she an actress? She's related to great grandpa. Is she great grandma maybe? Let's I guess we can try the door under the stairs.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Fair. Okay, well we know there's a locked door there. This goes back into the kitchen. Those flies? The noises are a little creepy. I don't know what I'm hearing. Alright. I'm in the front room. Yeah, definitely packing's going on. So you didn't just leave, like, on a whim, but you didn't finish packing before you left, either.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Yeah. But why? Like, what happened, you know? I come in here. This door looks like it's totally sealed off. Very sealed off.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Oof. Okay. And that's the library in there? I mean, I guess there's so many books not in there, you kind of think, like, not using the library for books. I guess it makes sense they're using them for something else. Now, this is November, so that the funeral we saw was in November as well. But then there was, in the garage, there was one for January 2010. So maybe just because it's the garage, it's much earlier, but I wonder if that is meaningful. And then there's like, okay, so then there's Edie, who's the grandma. Dawn is the mom. Edith is me, and Lewis is the brother who died. So Milton must be like the dad. So, okay, so here's the missing. No, Milton looks like a kid. What's going on here?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Okay, so you have one brother Milton who disappeared. That's his thing here. You have a brother Lewis who died, and we saw his funeral stuff. And then there's you. And then we come back over here, and then there's Barbara, who Barbara is clearly not Edie. but is some sort of relation. Actually, hold on a second. Okay, good. Okay, there's a whole family tree here. So there's Lewis, Milton, and Edith. That's us. I'm Edith. Milton vanished in 2003, I guess, and Lewis died in 2010. And then there's Dawn is the mom. And so is Gus. Gus is the dad, and Gregory is her brother. And then Edie is the grandmother? I don't quite... 1917, 1950, 1960s. So are these... I'm not sure if these are all brothers, or maybe, no, so maybe Sanjay married Dawn. So maybe Edith's dad is named Sanjay. I'm not sure I fully understand this tree, but we can see if I come to here, there is a family tree we can look at. So I'm starting to kind of get a picture of it. Okay, we can't go there. Maybe it's time to go up the stairs.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What? Your mom sealed up the bedrooms? And then your grandma drilled peepholes? That's kind of weird. Alright, this...
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Your mom's got problems, girl. That is bizarre.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Is my key gonna work in that? It totally does.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Whoa.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah. I guess that's right. Why was your mom in the business of boarding up windows? Let me look. I want to look around. Let's look around other places before I start diving in through there. That's creepy. That's not so creepy. That's just kind of nice. Somebody... Okay. That's not creepy. A little bit Nirvana album cover-ish, but not creepy. People? This is Molly. Was Molly's
Molly
room.
always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Fair, fair. More boarded up bedrooms down here.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Wait, Edith Sr. Hold it now. Is that Edie? Your grandma is also Edith Sr.? Yeah, okay. Sven, okay, yeah, so Sven was Edie's husband, I guess, and then Edie was the grandma. Okay, good. Got it. This was Gregory's room. I'm not sure who Gregory is.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Yeah, you were wrong. So where did you sleep when you were a kid?
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
What? He spent 7, like, his dead brother was in there and he was sharing a room with him? Girl, your family is messed up. Holy cow. No wonder you've got issues. My gosh. Alright, let's look through here. Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
So that's the photo we saw there, down there with Barbara sitting she was sitting in a like chair with her name on it, and there were like actor floodlights around and stuff. So That's interesting. And we learn who this guy
Edie's
is.
father, Odin, built the original house.
That's Odin with the killer mutton chops. I love it. Okay, good. So we got, okay, Odin is the dad. So it looks like Edie married Sven, and that's the grandmother. So it must be that Walter, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, and Molly were all sisters? I wonder if Edie's the great-grandma, though, because, well, let's see. If Sam... Did Sam marry Kay, and that gives us Don, Gus, and Gregory? Did you say Uncle Sam? It's Odin and Edie. Let me see. Let me actually... Oh, I can't go back. If it was a grandpa or a great-grandpa. And here's a...
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay. All right. So the third floor stairs are locked. So what do we know? Let me actually go back down, and I want to go look at... I want to see if I can get this family tree a little bit better understood. Oh, and here's this... Here was Grandma Edie's up and down the stair chair. So understandable. Come back to here again. I want to run this again. See if we get the description, or if we... Oh, there we go. No, she's not going to say it a second time. Okay. So I was still trying to get sorted out exactly who's who in the family. Like, the family tree is real handy, but it's not super easy to read it. And I can't just... I know I just heard it a minute or two ago, but I can't quite remember if these guys... So there's... Calvin and Sam are brothers. Calvin died... So Calvin died in 61 and Sam died in 83. And it said they spent 9 years sharing a room after he was dead, which is really creepy sounding. But he was born in 50. If Dawn is born in 68, and if Sam is the dad, that means he's just 18 when she's born, which is possible. I mean, that, you know, that sort of thing happened. It happened more back then than now. So I think that's kind of how I'm leaning. I'm thinking that Edie and Odin are the great-grandparents. And then we have got... And I think they were married, even though... Just because we saw that door with kind of both of them on it. And then I think we have Walter, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, and Molly. They're all brothers and sisters, with Sam being my grandfather as opposed to my uncle. And then there'd be Gregory, Gus, and Dawn. So Gregory and Gus are my uncles, and then Dawn would be my mom, and then I've got my brothers. One disappeared, one died. And just creepy AF stuff going on in this house. The Weird, the Book of Homeschooling, Jabberwocky, Infinite Jest, The Metamorphosis, A Dreamer's Tale. I wonder if any of these, The King in Yellow, I mean, these are like some totally head-bending books. Necronomicon, I mean, like, I don't know The Weird, actually, or the Book of Homeschooling. But, you know, Jabberwocky is kind of weird. The Metamorphosis is that Kafka story where the guy wakes up as a cockroach. We have The King in Yellow. The King in Yellow is, if you don't know of it, it's old, like from the turn of the last century, like the 1890s, I think, or 19 teens, about this book, which is called The King in Yellow. So it's like a book inside a book. Like, anybody who reads it goes insane. It's like very Lovecraft before Lovecraft was ever even around. In fact, it's sort of like the thing that inspired Lovecraft. There's the Library of Babel, the Book of Wonder, a lot of copies of Infinite Jest. I've seen 1, 2, 3 copies of Infinite Jest. Maybe, I mean, it's possible they just did it over and over again. But Labyrinths, yeah, I see that, because this is kind of a labyrinthine place. We've got The Spirits Among Us and the North Myths a couple of times. It could just be like assets being reused, but I don't think so. complete. Like these are, you know, these are the books that they have chosen. All right. So now back into Uncle's room. And it looks like it's about time to go through the looking glass. But I think that's going to have to wait till next time. This is, I do not know what is going on. My family is messed up, yo. But to learn more about next time, it's all the time I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.